Paul says again, do you not know? He said that over and over and over. If you've been following along with us, or you can go back and watch online, over and over he said, do you not know? Do you not know? Do you not know? In other words, if you want to grow, you got to know. You got to know the Word. You don't know the Word, you're not going to grow as a believer. Christianity is a thinking faith. We need to understand and know the Word. We need to know. Knowing is important. Know who you are so you can be who you are, right? And so he says, do you not know? And then he says, I'm talking to people who should know the law. In other words, this is remedial Christianity. You guys should know this. It's Christianity 101. That's what he's writing to the Romans, right? And so he says, do you not know? And in verse 1, he states a principle, very basic, simple principle. The principle is this: the law is only binding on people who are alive. It's only binding on people who are alive. When you die, the law no longer has jurisdiction over you. That's really simple, to be quite honest. I mean, think about it. A prisoner commits a crime, he goes to prison. He has to serve 10 years. 5 years into his sentence, he dies with a heart attack. They do not embalm him, put him in a casket, put the casket in his cell until he completes his sentence, right? Because the law has no jurisdiction over a dead person. Right? I mean, that's the principle. The law only has authority over you as long as you're alive. Now, he illustrates the principle with an illustration of marriage. So he states a principle and then the illustration. And in verses 4 through 6, he's going to give us the application, but the illustration is that of marriage. Now, as we get into this illustration, you got to keep your eye on the ball. I need to say something about this because it's easy to get distracted with the illustration. What I mean by that is many people look at this and they get so distracted that they don't understand what Paul's saying. What you need to understand is Paul is not giving a theology of remarriage in this verse. That's not what Paul is doing. Paul is using marriage as he used baptism, but didn't give a total theology of baptism. As he used slavery, didn't give a total theology of that. Now he's using marriage and the law of marriage as an illustration to prove a spiritual reality, and that is the fact that a covenant marriage is permanent, right? So he's not giving a theology of remarriage, and so you must know that or you'll get distracted, so keep your eye on the ball, okay?